it goes.
These
Dicks.
cherry tomatoes are fucking delicious.
Wait, what?
I mean, cherry tomatoes.
You're a cherry
Oh.
tomato.
I'm the cherry tomato of your eye.
Oh, yeah, it looks like it's about 11 seconds there. So, all right.
It sounds like a boil or something.
All right, we should be live now,
What?
I believe. Yes, we are live. Hey, everyone that's tuning in this week here for the TForce RPG. We're just doing it's a long story. It's not recording as a podcast this week. We're just doing a little special here as we are converting to 5th edition. We're going over all of our characters in the conversion, answering questions, and making sure that everybody understands what does what, and we'll do some Q&A along the way, because why the fuck not? So, okay, welcome everyone to 5th edition. I'm sure you've all looked over the rule books more or less, depending upon if you are Venris or if you are Chira, on the amount of time you've spent looking at the rule book.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What is 5th edition?
Thank you, Bill Clinton.
5th edition is the 5th edition of Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah.
Well,
edition
technically. Kind of. There's 3.5 though. There's 3.5, so it's like the 6th edition.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. There was a 3.5, so it got a little fuzzy in there. And then,
Isn't that
but
what Pathfinder's based off of, though?
Pathfinder's
yes.
based off 3.5, yeah.
Yes. So,
Sounds like the best system to me.
if
There was actually a thread on the
It was.
D&D Reddit today about
Yeah.
3.5 and 3 being fun for the first 5 levels and then ruining everything when one characters are replacing parties because of how fucking ridiculous they
for
get.
anybody that wants an example,
I never got to understand 4.
or if anybody ever wants an example of why 3.5 got too big for itself, I will link you to Pun Pun, the Kobold God.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Pun Pun is an exercise in theory crafting in 3.5 where a character who I think only has to be like level 7, I think it is, that's a kobold that takes very specific class and feats, can ascend to godhood in about 20 rounds. Literal godhood. We're not talking like, theoretical, like actually divine rank
20
deity.
rounds.
Correctamundo.
20 rounds, though.
That's 2 minutes! That's 2 minutes.
Yeah, but it's also 20 rounds.
No, you don't have to be in combat for that. You can just fucking spend
Yeah,
2
do
minutes
it.
doing it.
It's like, all right, I hit level 7. You guys go have a meal. I'm gonna go use the bathroom real quick. God.
It's like, I'm a god now! Like, how the fuck did Kobold become
Everyone's hating on Pathfinder. Come on.
The change bestowed takes
That was
effect
not
immediately and is
Pathfinder.
permanent.
That was D&D 3.5, which Pathfinder based itself off of. Okay?
Yeah.
I love Pathfinder when you have the time to really crunch the numbers and everything. You can do a bunch of bullshit craziness. But,
I'd also argue Pathfinder is better if you have like 3 people.
agreed.
Probably smaller parties, yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so all right, we're gonna go here. So I understand that some people.
That's not a here or there.
on
We're
a-
5 now.
On a scale of, I'm certain of I'm going to say a scale from Hiram to Venris on level of questions we have about how 5th edition works.
Wait.
Don't
I
worry,
don't
you
understand.
know everything already, right?
So in 5th edition, can I get that bow that I want?
Yeah. In
You'll
5th
know-
edition, does that quiver have any extra stats on it?
The real question is why is the character sheet from Hiram the Swift just spells, and then the character sheet for Brahm is a full player character
Well,
sheet?
that would be because if you look at little Hiram the Swift here, and you notice where it says spells in red, if you click bio or core, it goes to the rest of the character sheet.
What?
Yep, there
Wow,
you go.
look at
You know, it's just like your other character sheet. How many other tabs?
So again, on
Oh,
a
shit.
on a scale from Hiram to Venris. Because Phil has already read the entire booklet, asked
Of
me
course
50
you have.
million
I
questions.
know all the spells. I know all the feats.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
You're a disgusting
Wow.
human being.
I've got 2 feats.
293-page book. Fuck you.
The rules are pretty
Really,
simple.
he's just RPing Venris, like,
No,
straight
the,
up.
the rules are pretty straightforward and simple. There's the differences between this and Pathfinder's is basically just it went on a diet. All right, Pathfinder went on a diet. And
I also read all the Pathfinder feats as well, by the way.
Okay.
He actually did though. He asked the question like every 3 minutes.
I do have to say that I like the 5th edition character sheet better. It
It's
looks
way better.
cleaner.
Well, yeah,
It is.
that
And now,
that 5th
now I can
edition-
order that the whiteboard from the Adventure Zone that I always wanted.
The 5th
'Cause
edition
it's a-
character sheet was made by Roll20 through the open gaming license that Wizards and opened up for D&D. So therefore, people can access a lot more of their content. Yay!
The more you know.
The more you know. So again, for those of you who are tuning on the stream, this isn't going to be a regular episode tonight. We're just doing we're going over the conversion so that everyone knows their characters. And if you want to, we'll answer some any Q&A you have about the party, the story, or 5th edition or Pathfinder as a whole.
Actually, open Twitch up.
So I understand now. Immediately, I came here, I heard there was a question about armor class. Yes.
Yeah.
Yo.
Okay. Armor class is done differently based upon the armor that you're wearing, or if you're not wearing any armor.
And you have the special stuff for it.
Right, but I mean, like, I'm looking at like plate armor, and it just says like a straight 18.
Yes, if you're wearing plate armor, your AC is an 18.
Okay, that's all
And
I actually want.
Do you get an added benefit from Dex?
No.
No, it's
Okay,
gonna be
just flat 18.
Flat 18. Yeah. If you actually, if you
light
look,
and medium does up to 2, I think, for medium.
yeah, if you look at in the section going over the armor, light armors like they give a base, and this tells you what your entire armor class is, rather than needing an extra length formula.
I can't get up to 30 armor now.
No.
Oh, boo.
I never. Well, like, I got all this extra shit after that last whole combat sort of deal happened, and I never got a chance to use that. I never got a chance to roll all my shit together.
That's
And
what you
then-
get for
and-
staying
and-
in.
and then the
And
com-
roll
Fucking
68
fucking
plus a
rad.
bunch of other shit
for the
for
combat
damage.
for the combat to end before you get to attack.
Three rounds. 3 rounds is all it would take to
The
do
average-
everything.
Average combat lasts 3 to 4 rounds.
Well, I mean, I could take 1 round and already have.
I know. I'm just giving you a hard time.
I could still do the 6. I could still do the 66
Do it.
in 1 round.
So, all right. So we'll
68.
So then, while everyone's starting to fill in their characters, we'll go ahead and I'm gonna just look over the Venrus Long Arrow character sheet here.
Oh, boy.
please do.
Oh god.
No, I'm going to look it over too, because fuck you, Phil.
That seems like a good reason. Yeah.
Now, the only thing I have that I can't do on my character
No, I
sheet
can't look at
is I can't add my +5 initiative bonus to
Yeah.
this thing.
Yeah, I'm.
So,
What?
You just have
Oh,
to
yeah,
factor
you
it
can-
in.
yeah.
not a big deal.
Okay. That includes my passive investigation perception.
Oh god. Oh god. Ah.
I notice how you put your weapons under your tools.
Actually, Venrus, if you
Yep.
hit that little, if you hit the cogwheel next to the 3 things, it'll show you like a bunch of like stuff you can edit on the background.
Oh
You
snap!
can add the initiative modifier.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Same thing if you have expertise.
Wait, what
rogues
was
do.
that?
Yeah.
Say that all over again.
To the-
I
Okay.
was not listening.
You see the
All right,
For,
so
like,
sure.
core
You know how
spells and
core bio
bio.
spells and then the little cogwheel.
Yeah.
If you hit that, you can like make some adjustments on the
Oh.
back end. That way, if you've got expertise in certain areas, like I have expertise for performance and persuasion, and I
I've
also
got
have a
the
thing
4.
called Jack of all trades, and it automatically just it modifies that on the rolls for you.
Okay.
And there's a thing right here that has like an initiative modifier. You can change that right there.
Yeah, if you have bonuses to that or whatever.
well,
Yeah.
Why does hold on?
hot damn.
God. Why does padded armor have disadvantage on stealth? That doesn't make sense to me.
Because you're moving
It's-
around.
It's like it's cushion though. It doesn't.
It crinkles.
Make noise.
It crinkles a lot. It goes.
It crinkle. It's bubble wrapped.
Yeah, it's bubble wrap.
All right, that's
Bubble
better
wrap
now. It's
armor.
bubble wrap.
I think it's more that it's kind of stifling, perhaps. But whatever.
Wow, my gold weighs 54 pounds. What the fuck? All right then.
Oh yeah, when we get there, I had a question about items and how we were going to convert everything.
That's
over.
one of the things I'm going to do as I'm going through here. As I'm going to convert magic items.
Oh, boy.
Based upon the way that the magic items are designed to be working in 5th edition, because they are not only different from mechanical but also from a thematic standpoint.
No, studded leather.
So I also did my HP right, where I only get a +2 HP overall because of my Constitution. Because normally it'll be 36, but then I just add +2s because of my Con mod. It doesn't go up every level from what I've read.
Okay, well that's done.
No, you get you get your con mod with every level. Like right there,
hot damn.
right there. Yeah, hit points for wizard. Hit points level 1, 6 plus your con modifier. Hit points at higher levels, D6 plus your con modifier per wizard level after first. I understand how that's confusing. That no, okay.
I was about to say I have 38 HP. I'm gonna die real fast.
One shot.
Yeah.
No, I believe that you should have 48 HP.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Fuck.
You know, so you could take one more hit beforehand. So okay, so Venrus here is going into human wizard. Well, he was already human wizard.
Wait, can I change?
Humans debatable.
I'm just fucking with you. And is going
Because I'll be a
into,
drow.
and you're going into the divination school specialist, correct? School divination.
Yes.
All right. So that while
Get
all you
platinum, I'm working on
motherfuckers know how his bullshit works, is his divination special ability is that at the beginning of each day after he is rested, he gets to roll 2 d20s. And he stores those d20 rolls, exactly what they are. If it's a 2, if it's a 17, if it's a 20. And at any point in time during the day, before the results are calculated, or no, before they roll, he can replace anyone's friend, foe, or himself with one of those rolls that he has stored. So, if he rolls a nat 20 in the morning, he can just decide that someone gets a nat 20 at some point in time during the day.
So is that like a thing where we have to accept it?
No, because he can do it to foes too.
But I'm saying, like, let's say I want to do something that Venrus might be against, and he rolled crit fail earlier in the day. Could he be like, "Oh, you just crit? I'm sorry, no, you crit fail."
Yes, he can.
Okay, that's.
I'll stab him if he does that. It's fine.
You must choose to do so before the roll, and he can, and you know.
Oh, okay.
But no,
so he can't be like, "Oh, that was really good. Sorry, no."
Yeah,
Right. You can say that you're going to do it, and he'll say, "I'm going to replace the roll." Once it's been, then he can't, go, "Oh, that was a nat 20. Actually, it was a nat 1." No.
So the real question is, can people tell that somehow fate has changed their role, or no?
In this particular case, I'm going to say that it's not so much that you are changing fate, but rather it's more you seeing the outcome of it. Because like Portent is all about you glimpsing into the future and kind of knowing it. So it's like you predicting a future and making it happen.
All right, fair. Because I don't want to give like my allies like a natural 1 just for fuck all reason, and they know it's me for some odd reason.
The way that I'm reading the ability, no. It's basically a foretelling. Like you kind of know it's going to happen, and you influence it, but it's not like you go, "Ha! Roll that one." I mean, out of character, you will. Let's be honest, but
Might get a few visions here and there.
What happens if you have abilities that have like advantage? Does that automatically
then you would still then roll one other die and take the higher of the two.
Okay.
Or disadvantage, you would still roll a second die and take the lower. Unless he wants to use both his die rolls to eat up both of your advantage or disadvantage rolls. Or the enemies. I know how everyone wants to immediately assume that Venrus is going to screw them over.
Yeah, because fuck Venrus.
Yeah.
Love you, buddy.
Santana's back.
Man, we're gonna get along just great next episode.
It's gonna be wonderful.
All right,
I'm not gonna try to stab you
Best
at
day
all.
ever.
So, Phil, do you understand how your arcane recovery works when you do a short rest?
Oh yeah. I got the math figured out.
Okay.
Said the man who tried to resurrect a dragon and did not.
This is simple math, okay? He can on a
I
short
know,
rest
right?
he can recover half his wizard level worth of spell slot levels back. So 3. So 3 level 1s, a level 2 and a level 1, or a level 3. That's simple. That he's used.
For now.
For now.
Oh god, if you cast a divination spell level 2 or higher, you regain a used spell slot that's lower than the spell that was used. Oh, well that's
Yup.
more predicting
That's
the future.
really good.
Awesome. Alright, and you, let's see, don't have the third eye yet, so okay.
No.
Alright, so let's go over, I guess then we'll go ahead and start brewing your magic items. Remind me of the magic items that you have, sir.
I have the Bone of Robes, which basically allows
Robe of bones?
Boner robe.
You have a bone made out of robes?
That's not a
No,
very
he,
good.
he gets robe boners. Like, anytime he comes across
He's not wearing any underwear under that beautiful velvet robe that he's wearing, and it just fucking...
As Mott would say on Rundown, he's parting the kimono.
Yeah.
Paint me a picture, please.
Fuck that phrase.
What? Parting the kimono? The
I'll find a way to work.
He'll
But
find a way to use it, I'm sure.
Robes basically allow me to store
Oh.
X amount of skeletons in the robes for unlimited time.
We're just going to go ahead and do the same map that we had figured with size of the creatures that you and I had agreed upon when we kind of
Okay.
homebrewed it, rather than base it off of hit die, off of the size of the creature.
Now, I know I said I'm not going to be casting Animate Dead as often. And what happens after the 24-hour period occurs, and they're still in my robes?
Well, let's see here.
Can I
would
just,
love-
unleash them, and then they just are out of
I'm going to
control?
say that by the function of the robes, they would just kind of lose them.
fall on the ground. I would love if he just shot a dead zombie on the ground. Like, just shoots a fucking corpse out, and it's just sitting there. being
I'm just going to say by taking
useless.
them into the robe, they're no longer animated, so you basically are storing the corpse to resurrect from another casting.
I know, but what if they're animated right then, but then I store them?
If
They're
you're
like-
animated then, as long as it's still within that 24-hour of your time control, then you would be able to pop them back out in control. Otherwise,
that's
they
sweet.
pop out of your control unless you're using it in conjunction with a casting.
Because how Animate Dead works is that they're still remain
Yes.
Alive.
Yes. So,
alive,
so they
but
would,
I just don't
Okay.
control them.
They would, yes. Then when you pulled them out, they would be out of your control.
Oh boy, that's
I
gonna
can't see this ever working against us at any point, right?
So, yeah.
Nope.
And then my other item was the Bone of Daggers, I think it was called, where if I coup de grace somebody, they became undead right away.
Coup de
Boner
grace.
dagger.
Yes, I'm going to say that is going to work in the same function. If you use that to coup de grace someone, it animates them via the Animate Dead spell.
Have you ever meleeed anything?
He
Dragon
actually has
Well, that's true.
stated that he returned the dagger. I'm not sure if you were keeping your statement on that or not. 'Cause
Yeah, I am. I told him that is way too much evil for me to handle.
All right, so you returned the dagger. Gotcha. Okay.
I think he means by that he can't get away with it from us.
Yeah, there's no way I can ever use that thing.
Okay, and then bag of holding. Well, it's a bag of holding. That doesn't require. That's the groups and doesn't require much in the way of conversion.
And then I also have the circlet of Old Mary.
Yeah, the circlet will still work as before. Number of times they can purge mind affecting abilities, and it has her spirit trapped inside of it. That's still there.
Yeah, has anything been going on with that? You haven't really been talking to him much, I imagine.
I'm going to talk to Chira about that next episode.
Oh, damn it.
boy.
Oh, trust me. I've been waiting.
All right, anybody have any? Do you have questions about any other items or spell abilities that you have?
Um,
I'm
I don't-
specifically in Venrus at this moment. We're just going to go through the
Oh.
character
Oh.
at a time, just so we're
No.
not crisscrossing everything.
Oh boy.
As far as I know, that's pretty much it.
All right.
I sent you the list of all spells that I have, so I'm good.
You're good.
And you're okay with the feats that I have as well?
You should only have been. Did you take 2 feats?
Yep.
Okay, let's see here.
Wait, what?
Yep, humans get additional feet.
If humans.
Oh!
You can.
It's a variant.
It's a variant.
It's a variant.
You get +2 instead of +1 to all,
Yeah.
and then you get to choose a feat.
Yep.
Why are these double rolling? Am I
Because-
missing something?
Attack and damage.
No, the reason that it
no,
double
no.
rolls
Advantage.
is because
Oh,
it's
advantage.
or disadvantage. It just always
Okay.
rolls twice, so
It
that
just
way,
always does?
if
Okay.
you have advantage or disadvantage, you don't have to roll again. It just does that for
Okay.
you.
Gotcha.
I mean, we're gonna be I'm still gonna be using my dice.
Echo.
Right, that's just why the roll 20 does that. The math is going to be a lot simpler for you guys because pretty much most things are going to be a d20 plus stats and proficiency bonus if you have the proficiency bonus.
Yup.
So it's going to be a lot less math.
Nope. So for the people
Beautiful.
out there, I decided to take 2 feats. One is alert, which gives me +5 on my initiative. I can't be surprised during surprise round, and creatures don't get advantage if they're hidden on me. And for my second feat, I took observant, which gives me +1 on my intellect. I can understand what people are saying just by reading their lips, and I get a +5 on passive perception and investigation checks. So right now my investigation is 22 passively.
He's fucking Sherlock Holmes now all of a sudden.
Yep.
Man, I only have 18 passive perception. Fuck that.
Only
No, no,
18
His
passive
it's
perception.
passive investigation, not passive perception. There's a difference.
Fair. Fair enough.
I have 15 on perception.
Okay. Yay.
Yay.
Yay, you're not great at everything.
God, Venrus, go read a book.
Yeah, go fucking read a book, nerd.
Piece of shit.
Cry yourself to sleep, why don't you?
Took a turn.
Damn.
God.
Damn.
Aren't you glad I'm back?
No.
Man, I can't wait to argue with
I don't know how many
Amalius.
more kings are you gonna stab?
Yeah. How
Yeah,
many
dude, there's a-
more
There's
situations?
there's a bunch of them at the festival. I mean,
I know.
That's true.
all right.
Bored.
So I guess next we'll move on to your two. Looking at anyone have any questions prompted by going over the Long Noodles character sheet?
The long
No, I
noodle.
assume we'll talk a little bit about spellcasting later.
Yeah. So
Is anybody else hearing Haser with double?
It's because you're in both roll 20s. Just mute him on one.
Got it.
I ran into
Oh.
the same situation.
Whoops. I'll
No,
just
you're fine.
close out of one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm using
So-
the other one for.
I guess we'll
Stuff.
look over Cargalicious definition. Make them bards go crazy.
Oh, baby.
I'm useful now, bitches. What's up?
Oh boy.
Wait, I have
You
the
were-
thing
you were
again.
I
always-
always thought yeah.
No, I'm even more useful
His,
now.
he can now give bonuses without worrying about it costing you guys your spellcasting or other abilities now.
Oh.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
can
so-
actually take it.
Let's talk about College of Valor for a second here.
Yes, Kargan is going Bard, half-elf Bard, with the Archetype Specialization College of Valor, which is Melee Battle Bard.
Yeah.
Battle Bard.
So
They make really good music.
So this will be an important thing for everyone to understand. Kargan's... oh, go ahead, Kargan, take it away.
I'm gonna try my best, and let's see if I know. Let's see if I've been reading as much as Venrus has been. So with bards, one of the big things with 5th edition is called bonus actions. Every player gets a bonus action during their turn. They get one, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
And one of the bard specialties is giving people an inspiration dice. So inspiration dice is a d6 that I give to you, and you can use it for a multitude of things. You can use it to increase your chance to hit. You can use it for saving throws. Because I'm a
checks.
battle bard, skill checks, and because I'm a battle bard from the College of Valor, you can also use it to add to your damage or your AC. Right?
Yes. The College of Valor Battle Bard, as we're just going to start calling it now,
Yeah.
has combat inspiration, where when he gives you a inspiration, he gives you a dice. In his case, it's a D8 right now, correct?
I'll double check that. I thought it was still a D6, but I may be wrong.
Whatever. At this point, and so then you just have that floating dice there. At any point in time, you can use that to add to a dice roll before the results are determined. So you get like a 14 on your D20. You think, maybe I need a little bit higher. You can roll an additional dice if he gave you that inspiration. It lasts for 10 minutes. Because he's the College of Valor Bard, this inspiration can also, because it can normally only be used on attack rolls, skill checks, or saving throws. Now, if he gives it to you, you can choose instead to add it to a damage roll or to your armor class when you're being attacked.
And it
Or
is a
just that
D8, you're
attack.
right.
Yes.
Yep.
Again, this is before the results are determined. Does anyone have any questions about how that works? Because you'll probably all end up receiving it at some point in time or another.
Say all of that again.
Okay.
I
was
give
reading.
you one of these. You
Yeah.
add it to the shit you want to add it to.
Awesome.
You like you're gonna fail it, or you want to do more damage. You roll that and you add it in there.
Yes.
Awesome.
You
Does
decide.
What
it
I
stack
need.
with crit?
Does it stack? Yes, because how crits work in this game is that when you get a critical hit, you double dice damage, not modifier damage. So, in that case, you would roll, if you crit and you use the combat inspiration to add to your damage, you would double that damage. From my current understanding, and that's how we're going to go with it, because crits are fucking awesome.
Yes, they are. I'll never see one ever again, but hey, they're great.
All you have to do is roll 20.
Or have Venrus give you
Oh.
one of
Shit,
those
that's
Roll
on the
credits.
dice? Hold on.
Yep.
Oh. So yeah, because currently the party is all at level 6, FYI, everyone.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that's what
wait.
they're converting.
We were already
over.
there.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're
we were.
already at 6.
Okay.
And so therefore your inspiration rolls at D8, because I'm keeping you at the
Yeah.
same level. All right, so let's see here. And you've taken the Great Weapon Master feat, I see.
Correct. As opposed to putting 2 points into the useful skill, I've taken Great Weapon Master, which ultimately I can take a -5 on attack.
To destroy something.
And if I hit,
plus 10.
it's plus 10 damage.
Yeah.
So
Boom goes the dynamite.
What's the other part of that?
The other part is that if on your turn, when you score a critical hit with a melee weapon or reduce a creature to 0 hit points with 1, you can make
swing
one
it.
That's
melee
right, you can make
attack
another-
as a bonus
oh, that's
action.
right. I forgot that feat's really good.
As
Yeah.
long as you hadn't used the as a bonus action, which remember, you only get one
Yeah.
bonus action per turn.
Right. Right. Okay.
All right. So, do you have any questions about the spells that you have taken, or? Any
I'm still
of your
working
other-
on taking spells,
Okay,
but
you're
yeah,
still working on
I've
spells.
pretty much have gotten them figured out for the most part. I'm looking through it. I'm picking and choosing my favorites.
Pick counterspell.
It's on my to-do list. Don't worry.
Pick it.
It is.
I will.
Counterspell is really good.
Don't you tell him how to play his character, you piece of shit. You have enough character to play on your own.
I guess now that we're on it, counter song's one of my things, right? So I could just, sorry, let me make sure I'm reading that right. Counter charm, sorry.
Yeah, counter charm allows you to disrupt the power to disrupt mind affecting effects. Let's see here.
Okay, so just as an action, I can just start singing.
Yeah,
That sounds
for
like my
getting rid
everyday
of
life.
charms and frightens and such as that.
Okay.
Gives you it gives people advantage on saving throws against being charmed and or frightened.
Cool.
And what did you expertise in? I'm looking at it. Athletics and deception? No, persuasion and performance.
Yeah.
Got it. You just. All right.
Somebody had to.
All right, and so you know that you get to use your bardic inspiration 3 times before you can use it again off of a short or long rest. Correct?
Only 3?
It's number of times equal to your charisma modifier.
Gotta max out that charisma, man.
Nah, 3's good enough.
Right, but you gain all of those uses after a short rest
Yeah.
because you're above level 5.
Wow.
All right. And then let's go over your magic items, sir. I think that most of them are going to be pretty...
Yeah, I got Boots of the Cat, which is like falling damage is reduced to one for every d6 or whatever.
Yeah, those will work just fine. They'll save you from falling.
Cool. There's the weapon belt, which I don't think is going to change them all too much.
The weapon belt can change as is. These are still minor magical items that wouldn't require any attunement. It still turns into a weapon.
Yeah. What should I get? The Goblin Fire Drums.
Oh boy, that was an interesting one. Give me a second here. Decide how those should work. Because those ones are a little interesting.
Yes, they are.
Alright. Perform any natural magical fire.
I just realized I don't have magical oil anymore, Kargan. I need more.
Can't get all lubed up.
Feed me.
Oh, God.
Right. I guess that's the other thing is all my scrolls and stuff.
Yeah, we'll convert those to the best possible spells. And yes,
Oh man, I am.
and I believe that we did go over the inherent difference in the value and the ways that scrolls work now.
Did we ever look into that? Because is it really like?
Yes.
Is it going to take me 3 days? Or no, it's going to take me a couple weeks to make a scroll.
Depends on the scroll.
It's with crafting in this game or in this formula. It's 25 gold per value of the item per day, and that's after 8 hours of work. Am I right?
Yes, per person working on it.
Yeah, but
God, that's gonna take me forever to complete.
yeah.
Things.
By yourself, yes. Magic items are in this system designed to be a much bigger deal and not as
Willy-nilly.
Willy-nilly. So that way you have more of the casters working together to make an item.
Once you get them, they're way more meaningful than just, hey, you fucking killed Derp Shit the Magnificent, whatever the fuck, and he dropped some garbage, and it is just another magical item that you would find.
Yeah, and I don't mind that it's more difficult to make magic items. It makes scrolls like this monumentous feat, and you're just like, well.
But you might be able to sell them for more now.
No, I never get.
Damn it!
Well, I can make scrolls way more faster if you need help with them.
Well, yeah, the thing is that even then, scrolls is not like you carry 50 million with you and supplements basically being a caster. So here's how I am going to change the Goblin Fire Drum. Okay?
Talk to me.
All right. So as an action, you can play the Fire Drum. In any existing normal or magical fire, you can then turn into a flaming sphere as the second level conjuration spell Flaming Sphere and control it while using the drums. I will link you the spell.
Thank you. I just turn any normal fire into a Flaming Sphere spell. Okay.
Yes. Which will only last while you continue to play the drums, which you can use as a bonus action to move the sphere, but in order to maintain it, because it is a concentration, you would have to keep playing the drums as an action on your turn.
Okay. And what level is this Goblin Fire Drum? Like, what spell level would it be at? Is it going to be at 3rd or higher?
It's going to be at 2nd. It's just at its base.
Okay.
So it
creates
them. It lets you take control of that fire as a flaming sphere and order it around for your mad bongo beats.
Will I have to make a successful performance check to do so?
I'm not going to go that for this one. No.
Okay.
I would say that you can make a performance check with it to see how cool it sounds and maybe make the fire look cooler. I don't know.
Okay.
To answer, Negotiator was always a guest appearance. He's more of an NPC. than a player. Or more, he's also more of a symbol than a man. So while Ilmalia was out, we had him come in to kind of just fill as another voice, and because it was an interesting, fun thing to do. And the party has left him back at Victoria Point at the end of last episode anyways. He has a city to run, so he's not really going to travel with the group.
So, yeah, I'm kicking him the fuck out.
Yeah, exactly. So Lumali will be returning in the next session in a most spectacular fashion. It'll be fun.
Oh, god damn it. I fucking quit.
I mean, it's gonna kill Hell Negotiator.
Oh, no.
So, alright.
You think?
Alright, any other magic items that you have, El Cargetto, or...
Other than that cloak, no. Oh, no. Horn of Goodness / Evil.
Ah, yes. Well, I believe that spell is already in a 5th edition, so it can work exactly the same. Just using the base version of the 5th edition spell. Because I'm pretty certain that is one, too. Let me double check. Cleric. Yep, Magic Circle, 3rd level spell. So it'll use Magic Circle now instead of the other one.
Okay.
I am once again, Sparky, not telling you who killed Angelica. You'll find out what everyone else does.
I love how Santana just said that he fucking did it. We knew it all along.
It was me, Dio.
I already called it.
Oh, god damn it.
It was me.
What about the Scabbard of Vigor? I forgot that was a thing, too.
Oh, yeah, and you made one of those for
Cheer as well, yeah.
El Chira.
Yeah.
Why do I have so many gadgets? Holy shit.
I was going to ask about the Scabbard of Vigor. Also, how much does it weigh?
It's... we're not going to worry. It's a scabbard, so we're not going to worry that much about it. It's just basically like the sheath type thing for your weapon. And we're
I know what it is.
We're just going to go real simple on this one, right? Instead of the complicated math now, once per day, you can draw your weapon from the scabbard to give yourself advantage on your next attack.
Yeah!
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh my god.
Simple, still really good.
So what? We get like advantage on basically the first swing we take once per day.
When you decide to use it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, beautiful.
Oh my god.
Yeah, just simple. Nothing that
My
crazy.
opening blow is always just going to be like, I'm going to take a -5 because fuck you, here's extra 10 plus 2d6. Oh, by the way, I haven't... Is it for the whole round?
No,
'Cause that's kind
it's
of
just
important.
one attack.
Okay, I'm just checking because like that
5e
matters.
does have weight encumbrance like all systems do, but for the most part, I don't worry too much about them until I feel like the party is carrying an excessive amount of weight, or they fall into a river or something.
Like a bathtub.
And then we
I
just,
have a-
and we just
I have-
straight drown.
Guys, I have a weight problem.
Also, the party has a bag of holding, so
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
Venrus
that too.
won't let me use.
I said
Piece-
I
he's
said
a
multiple times you
Fucking
can.
whore.
yeah.
Can I use the bathtub in it?
Yes, you can.
Oh god,
Yeah.
I need to. It's taking up so much space. It's so heavy.
Long time ago, after you guys paid off his debt, he said the bag was for everyone's use now.
Yeah.
Okay.
He says a
Way to
lot
fucking
that goes
tell
back on it, to be fair. I don't know how you guys kill people.
Yeah,
I've killed so
and
many
Sparky
people.
points out, Chira, that your character needs to stop eating sweets because he's no longer a blood rager with the diabetes bloodline.
Oh. Don't. I don't get any pure crossover. It's very sad to me.
So Karkin, what? Okay, yeah, we could. If you have questions about your armor, weapons, or anything else, when you fill those in later. Any other questions you have pertaining to your abilities or items?
No.
Okay, well then, I will move on then to Hiram the Swift, not the 5-headed dragon.
All right. We got strap in, boys. We're going places. All right.
I'll probably go make dinner.
So here's where I'm at. I filled out my ability scores to the best of my ability.
Good.
We're doing the standard one that's like the 15, 14,
Yes.
13, 12, 10, 9. And then I did +1 for being a human to all of them. Yeah.
Well, it's
I'm
actually
not-
it's actually 15, 14, 13, 12, 10, 8. Not 9.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Oh wait, yeah, 8. That's fine. So then +1, and then plus an additional 1 for being level 4, as far as the Rangers go.
At level 4, you then get to either increase 1 stat by 2 or 2 stats by 1.
Oh.
It's not +1 to every stat at that point. Humans just get +1 to every stat as base human. Thank you, base human. But
basic
garbage.
Human is basic.
Garbage humans.
No, they're just all around
Bunch of assholes.
But at level 4, you either get 2 ability points, either 2 into 1 or 1 into 2.
Okay, yeah, I've got it. So I put 1 into 2.
Into your dex and your wisdom, I see.
Yes. I'm assuming that, because in Pathfinder, from our original conversation, strength was really important.
Strength is, if you are focusing on being a bow using character, strength is no longer a necessity, as big of a necessity for you, at all. Because in Pathfinder, having a high strength benefited you as well as more than a high dex, because it added to damage when using the bow if you had a compound bow. Whereas now, all bows, you get to add your dexterity modifier to your damage because it's
okay.
Yeah. So
I've switched my strength and my charisma, so I have 13 charisma, because I'm kind of basing like what I'm picking out of 5th edition based on Hiram's revelation. So I'm tending more towards like, well, with my spells, I have 4. I did Hunter's Mark, Cure Wounds, Speak with Animals, and Lesser Restoration. So those all kind of have like lore reasons.
Now, just
go ahead.
Yeah. Also, so you know, because I know that you do at 6th level know 4 spells. Because at every level you can swap out the spell you knew for another one. If you wanted, you could have 2 2nd level and 2 1st level spells at this point. Just letting you know.
Say that again. I lagged a little bit.
Okay. Because as a ranger, when you're spellcasting, every time you go up a level for a known spell, you can, anytime you gain a level in this class, you can choose one ranger spell you already know and replace it with another spell from the list. It must just be of a level for which you have spell slots. So with that, you could have 2 2nd level spells and 2 1st level spells instead of 3 1st level and 1 2nd level.
I very specifically chose these. Okay. 2nd level spells for rangers are pretty lame.
I just wanted to make sure that you understood that you had that option. That's all.
Yes.
Now, what did you decide on which archetype that you were going to look at, either the Hunter or the Beastmaster?
I'm going to go Beastmaster because I don't want to lose Braum. He's my special boy.
All right.
He's my special boy.
So I'm kind of looking at the sheet, and I'm just trying to figure out like how I incorporate some of these things. Okay. Like I'm definitely going to need you to set up Braum's
I'll take care of that
character sheet so that I can attack with him. I understand like this is kind of a good spot to be Beastmaster because we got over the slump of not having the extra attack where I'm either attacking as Hiram or attacking as Braum. But now with extra attack, I can either attack twice or have him attack twice. Or have him attack once and I attack once. Or him do twice. Why not? So that makes sense. I can add those as spells, as cantrips, like my Primeval Awareness. And the other thing, although that wouldn't be a cantrip because it burns a spell slot, I'll just do it as like a level 1 or whatever. I need help with my hit points.
Okay, that's easy.
And with my items.
All right. Well, hit points is going to be easy. Give me a second here and pop out Braum so I can work on that on the side. Hit points is easy as a ranger. Because we're still, in my games, I am doing max hit die simply because I like the HP differential. So, at that point, you're going to gain 12 hit points because it's 10 from your hit die and 2 from your con each level. So you will have 72 hit points.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Easy. We'll even put that as 72. All right. Explain to me tool proficiencies.
All right. So basically, what tool proficiencies are in this game, instead of making certain things have a separate skill, certain tools require you to have a proficiency in them, like thief tools, lock picks, certain crafting tools, poison making tools. And so when you have proficiency in those and you're going to use them, then instead of doing you would do an ability check with the proficiency bonus because you're proficient in that tool.
Okay, so I would do whatever I would roll. I would add on my proficiency bonus
If you're proficient,
if I have the tool to do it.
if you're proficient in that tool.
Okay. How do I know? Like, I went through and did my personality stuff as a hermit, and I matched it up to Hiram's new ideals. But that gives me proficiency with an herbalism kit.
Yes. So
Just off the top of your head, do you happen to know what attribute that is?
I'm going to say that the herbalism kit is going to be wisdom.
Okay, neat.
That's it's an open to interpretation thing, and because this way, I'm going to say that.
Okay. Now, this is segmenting a little bit into my magic items, but I had what I was calling the Traveler's Any tool. Does that give me any sort of advantage in that regard?
The Traveler's Any tool can be used not for in an herbalism manner. Can give you advantage to survival checks, specifically to harvesting things out in the woods or setting camps. But
Okay, so that it would basically, and we'll cover that when we go over my magic items.
yes.
All right, languages. So I get to choose, because of my favorite enemies, which I've chosen as humans, orcs, and undead. I get to choose. I get to choose two. I get to choose two enemies. But instead of choosing one type of like monsters or whatever beasts, I could choose two humanoids. So I did human and orcs because we've been killing a ton of people, and we fought those pirates, and I took the tusks. So those were the orcs. Because of that, I know both of their languages, which is pretty cool. So I assume orcs have Orcish.
Yes, they do.
So now you can read Venerus's book.
Yep. Added benefit. Now, undead, I took as my second favorite enemy because of those fucking bats.
Well, in that case, I'm going to say that you can gain Underdark as a spoken language.
Underdark. I was wondering if they had a language or not.
Because those bats spoke Underdark.
Underdark.
Cool.
I'm sorry. The term is Undercommon. My bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Undercommon.
Underdark is a place.
When it comes to the orc language, I was reading in the handbook. Holy shit! I actually read the handbook every once in a while, guys.
What?
I was reading it. Yeah, I was reading in the handbook, and this is just for fun. It says that Orcish, like the sounds are super simplistic, but it's written in Dwarvish.
It shares the same alphabet.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But like it said, for the sake of things, Orcish is written in Dwarvish.
Correct.
It's just pronounced Orcish.
Yeah.
Halfling's written in common too.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just.
So if you know Dwarvish, would you be able to read Orcish? But you wouldn't be able to speak Orcish. You could read it though.
I think it would be jumbled.
I mean, that's fine, but you would still be able to discern it because it's written in the same language.
It's written with the same. It's written with the same alphabet. I'm not going to say it's written in the same language. He doesn't gain Dwarven for free because of this.
Yeah.
Well, no, I meant more like if you knew Dwarven, you could like piece together like really, really, really poorly worded sentences in Orcish.
With a good intelligence check, possibly, yeah, you could potentially do that.
I didn't know how that worked. I'm never taking either of those languages, so it doesn't really matter to me, but I'm just curious.
Okay. What about, so let's do my items, because I don't know how to how to do it in this. The bow that I have, which was the +1 compound
Yes.
bow.
That's a good one to start with. Give me a second here. Because they no longer do the whole compound thing in here anymore. So let me figure out another thing to make this bow, you know, good. For what it is. Just looking for like-minded examples. Bear with me a moment here, gentlemen. Feel free to talk amongst yourselves, insult each other. You're good at that.
Oh, baby. Oh, how much does 3,000 gold worth of adamantite weigh?
Oh dear God.
Oh yeah.
Probably, honestly, about like 20, 25 pounds.
Okay, I'm putting it at 25. I am very heavy.
Gotta get back in the gym, Chi-Chi.
Oh God, there's so much stuff I'm carrying.
Bag of holding.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to throw stuff in there, like most of this stuff, because I'm at 214 weight. Because the weight is way different in this than it is in Pathfinder. And gold weighs a fuckload.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
It's
curious
like
how you guys
solid
carry
metal
so much
pieces.
gold around you without people stealing.
By being a menacing figure and having no one willing to touch me.
And usually yelling at people.
That's true. I do that a lot.
Not spending gold the first chance you get also helps.
not spending more gold than you have also.
Right.
Alone.
He likes to make it rain, okay? Don't hate on the guy.
He's the Kanye West of our universe. 50 million in debt, doesn't give a fuck.
I got 99 problems, but a money ain't one.
Hey, money.
Oh, money.
One money.
Yeah,
One money, please.
one money, please.
uh, oh man.
Yeah, it's still just it's a +1 to attack and damage rolls. That's still a standard thing here.
So it's my wisdom +1. Or dexterity, right?
It's gonna be dexterity +1. Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's the range?
The range on a longbow, you ask?
60 up to like.
We're gonna say
100.
we're gonna say that because this was a compound that you had originally paid extra for, instead of adding extra damage, we're gonna say that this gave it a little bit of extra range. So
Oh, it's 150.
It's 100/4. So we're gonna say 120/440.
Okay.
Regular
And
longbow's
then,
150 though.
Oh,
The
you're right.
damage is
My
gonna-
bad. We're gonna say it is 150/600. Thank you. I was looking at the heavy crossbow.
And is that
So we're gonna say
what 600 is my maximum?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna
But
say
we're-
it's 175 700 because of the what you paid
Increments
for.
and whatnot. Yeah.
Right. So that basically means
And
anything up to 175 is normal. Anything between 175 and 700, you're at disadvantage.
Okay. And for the damage, it's just a 1d8. And then is it plus anything or?
+1 plus your dex.
Got it.
So that
Wow, I'm going
becomes-
to be throwing rocks. Let's see. And then there's really nothing else, right?
That's it. Your cloaks still function as before for all of you that still have your cloaks and didn't throw them away because you're ungrateful.
I still have mine.
Piece of shit.
Wow.
It looked really tacky. That's all I'm saying.
You could change it.
You could just. Jesus. All right.
And all I'm
It
saying.
looked really tacky.
Wait, he got rid. Wait. He got rid of the cloak.
He replaced
Yep.
it.
Well, you were
still own it?
advertising for Magnus. What the fuck?
Magnus is still on our side.
Yeah.
So he's going the ways without any sort of like resistance to the elements. You say? Oh,
Oh yeah, how are we doing the cloaks?
They're the same.
They're the same.
Same.
Yeah.
All right.
Nothing to worry about there.
So I can figure out the dagger because I have a lot of daggers. Are we going to assume that the flute? I got to get rid of that flute. The flute.
Wait, is the flute? Wait. I get to pick that I can play a musical instrument due to part of my background stuff. I might make it the flute. What does that flute do? Or what is it?
It's the flute that was the dart gun that shot you in the neck.
Oh my god, I need it.
You can have it. All right, LeShock, my dragon scale armor that everyone forgot about, yet I made.
I was waiting for a good moment to bring that up and to get my sword crafted, and I felt like things moved very quickly.
Yeah,
And here I am with nothing.
Yeah. You guys wanted to go to Kyoto and be heroes. Yeah. I had a religious experience and got cool dragon scale armor.
I didn't
surprised you
realize
didn't
love
donate it
was
to the
tempered
cause.
in condescending attitude.
Oh.
Give me what are my stats on that? And does it have any magical properties?
No,
Nope, you
it
fucked.
does not
Have
have.
fun.
It's made of dragon scales for one thing, so it's not in itself enchanted to be magical.
It's just immune to
but-
fire, if anything.
Let me see here. Since this will be good to know because of other people likely to be, enhancing stuff with this. Okay, so what we're gonna do, because there actually does have something with this, and dragon scale armor. Though this isn't, okay. Well then, so this armor works just like the normal. What type of armor did we say
Probably
that you got? Because this was basically hide, is what it was. So.
Is that a light or a medium armor?
That one's a medium armor, so give me a second here. Yeah, that's 12 plus dex, max of 2. I'm jumping around here, give me a moment. And yeah, so it is a medium armor, and what it does is it gives you, while wearing it, gives you resistance to fire. And you are immune to the frightful presence of red dragons.
Fire.
There is a stronger version that if it becomes enchanted, that does more. But this current one, because of you just paid for it, just made of that material, that's what it does.
And what does that do to my AC?
Your AC. Let's see. I thought there was a.
Just currently at 13.
Yeah, your AC is going to become 14.
That's less than exciting.
Yeah, 12 AC.
What is the modifier for daggers?
Dex. It's a finesse weapon.
And short sword.
Dex. It's a finesse weapon.
Do they have short swords?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, there it is.
You can get a rapier too.
Okay, so I can add that on at my own speed. And then I need to go item shopping, and that's just straight up conversion for me. Is there any place where I can add my magical items? Or is that just under item?
Just under equipment.
Yeah, under equipment.
Okay. I'm trying to think if I had any other magical items.
Yes, the helm.
Oh, yeah, my badass helm.
The mammoth helm, I believe, is what it was.
Helm of the Mammoth Lord, I think,
Yes.
in Pathfinder speak.
Helm of the Mammoth Lord. Let me see if that needs to be done. Anything different here?
Yeah.
The gore attack.
It was
the gore attack can remain the same, and it gives you advantage on animal handling, ride, and nature checks when dealing with elephants, mammoths, mastodons, and other elephant-like creatures.
Are there any elephants in the wastes?
You
Make a nature
haven't
check.
been there, yeah. And you, on command, can speak with animals only specifically to elephant-like creatures.
Okay, so I don't have to worry about burning spell slots for that.
Right.
Wait till he sells
Specifically to
fucking.
elephants.
He's gonna
Specifically
sell
to
Brahm's soul for an elephant.
He couldn't. He could not use an elephant as a animal companion by the rules for this here. It's too big of a creature, so to speak.
Unless he
What if
really
it's a tiny
wanted to.
elephant?
Unless we could, in theory, we could attempt to homebrew something to fit you having an elephant. But that would require getting.
Could I have him as a mount?
Yes.
Yeah. Depressing.
We should have never left.
Oh goodness.
Pathfinder, just because you wanted a
No.
fucking elephant.
We should have never left the fair because they had elephants there, and I never got a chance to talk to them.
Well, we're technically still there.
You're at
No, we're in
Oh,
Karazhan.
fuck, we're in
yeah.
character, you're right.
Yep.
Well, retcon that we brought an elephant with us, just so he can have this conversation.
I will.
No, there's got to be.
Okay.
I mean, it's a desert. They've got to have elephants in the desert, right?
No.
That's
No,
not how that
dude,
works.
this is a fantasy desert. Shit
You're
gets
right.
crazy.
They need water.
Even better, they have fantasy elephants. Desert elephants. I just googled that. There's a ton. Case closed.
Okay. Yep. All right.
All right.
How about you Google Vestralon's like where the elephants are a natural creature on that plane of existence? I'm very interested to see what's going to show up.
Chira, you give me enough time for a website to populate in Google. I will have your wiki page.
Oh god.
Really quick, I'll do like the Helm of the Mammoth Lord and my other weapons in on my sheet, and then you can just look at it at your leisure. I'll also go and try to figure out, like, convert all of my items. Are we doing weight? Like, is that going to be a thing?
Again, only going to worry about it if it's something that would actually be an issue, not this giant constant worry.
Okay.
Because that's just not fun.
For you.
Oh,
I think
Is
I'm
it fun for
actually...
you?
I think I'm okay with this. Nothing, like, immediately looks really terrible, right, on my sheet?
No, everything looks good.
I'm just trying to think if I had any other magic items. I don't think I did.
I
Let me
cannot
look
think
back.
of any off the top of my head.
Yeah. No, I guess I'm okay. Everything's going to be all right. I feel like I know a little bit more than I did about Pathfinder because all the other podcasts that I listen to all play 5th edition.
Mhm.
So,
well, it's just
pretty-
easier to play.
It's pretty easy to pick up too.
Yeah.
yeah.
No dragon, though.
Yet.
Cool.
Yet.
You'll get the fuck over it.
Or you'll get a fucking dragon at some point. You know, I mean,
Oh,
Yeah,
what are
like,
class?
what's his
What are
face?
class resources and other
only
resources?
if you have a class resource. Like, for example, Kargan could put his 3 times that he can use his bardic inspiration there. I don't think you have anything that uses up resources like that.
I mean, you could do like a number of spells.
Or if you had like luck or something, that would go there. Or like
Yeah.
other.
Got it. Yeah, I don't think I have anything like that. Coolio. One last question, and this is maybe a little meta, but so Lesser Restoration says in it that I can. Where was it? It's like you can remove.
You can heal yourself.
Sweet. All right. Hiram's back. That is good.
Yeah, we'll start from that there because those things work differently in this system, and I've got some things I'll have to work around on that. So.
Well, it makes sense, right? Because like he had his little religious experience. Like he's now focused on like, oh, I can heal people, and like I'm studying the healing power that got me away from it. So in my own like it's been a week, I think, before we head to the wastes.
Mm-hmm.
I studied it and I got better at it and I healed myself. Where I feel like I had one more question. I don't know. Never mind.
I actually have a question.
Yes.
Shoot.
Professions and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's a thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
What
Cool.
do you mean professions and all that stuff?
Like, did we pick a profession and then like we get skills based off that?
Oh,
and
you
all
mean
that other
background?
jazz? Yeah, there you go. Sorry.
No problem. Glad to help.
He's really not, though.
It's sad to help.
He's
Damn
a
it,
fucking
Santana.
asshole.
I helped you move, you piece of shit. No.
Love you,
Anyways.
Ben.
I had really bad deja vu right there. I feel like we've had this conversation before.
Well, I'm sure we have.
Probably.
Okay, so all right, then I think we are good here on the Hiram
The Hiram boat.
Hiram
Yeah.
boat has left the dock. Then let's see here. Do you want to go cheer, or should we move on to?
We can do stuff, and then worst case, fucking redo everything, and
I'll tell you
come
what.
back. to me.
I'm gonna go on to Hasser.
No, like, 'cause I have all this stuff done. The only reason I would say that is like if I fucking manage to change.
Oh no, this is there's no changing your mind.
No. I know. After tonight, I know. But like, I already have all of the. I already had all of the class stuff in here. My questions are more along the lines of, and I can do all the class stuff myself actually. But it's more along the lines of the itemization stuff and weight.
Okay.
Okay. My biggest question: what the fuck are the bathtub rules now?
Let's cut to the chase,
The
LaShawn.
same. The same as
Tell me how to
before.
use the
It takes
bathtub.
you an hour to set up the bathtub. It's a collapsible
I've been waiting to
bathtub.
say that for a while.
Oh my god. Oh yes, it's sailing. Sailing is for patience is love tempered with time. Apparently, to Twitch chat. God damn it. The 43 charges of soap. Yes,
I have that in there already too.
I see that too.
Yep.
Let's go, yeah, no, the bathtub is same collapsible rules. Same.
Okay.
I'm not changing.
So an
that.
hour setup. All right, that's fine. I have my decanter to fill it. What are the rules for the decanter then?
Decanter rules.
Because we already did the scabbard rules, so. Ugh.
Well, luckily, that is.
Oh, God.
No, that's a 5th edition item. So I'm just gonna copy.
Oh,
copy pasta.
beautiful.
The what it says. So,
Yeah, you do you.
right there. Whoa!
All right.
That's
43 charges of soap.
That overly spammed out. I'm gonna send that to you in Slack where it doesn't go all crazy like it did.
Yeah, do that.
Here.
That's fine. I'm dying.
That I just sent that to
alright.
Santana instead of Cheer Jaden. What is
You
wrong
are a
with
shit
me?
show tonight, my friend. So the real question is, do we want me as a barbarian, or do we want to fuck around and do Blood Hunter? I do not give a fuck about what I play in this game. I'm going to have fun either way.
I'm
What are
honest.
the advantages of Blood Hunter?
Okay,
It's
so
nifty
you
as
know,
shit.
you know what?
Have you ever played
A
The Witcher?
So, yeah, you know, have you ever played The Witcher?
Yes.
The Blood Hunter is basically a Witcher.
Yeah, be a goddamn witcher.
All right,
It's the
I might do that.
it's the home.
Can you still rage in that?
No, that's the only issue.
It's the Matt Mercer class.
Yeah.
The Matt Mercer. It was the Witch Hunter. He turned it into the Blood Hunter.
Okay.
It's I'd be able to do like, it's not really spells, but it's more of like I do damage to myself to do damage to other things.
Yeah, all right.
I mean,
And I make potions that give me really big advantages, but they have bad things that happen with them too, which can get really fun.
I mean, I feel like then the real thing that comes down to you at that point is which do you feel is the more important part of Chira Jaden? The
I
rage
know, I don't-
or the
I-
blood?
I know. That's the problem. I don't know whether I want to stick with either one or the other. So
Couldn't you still
No.
rage off of Kargan's rage
No,
stone?
he
No,
doesn't rage
it's
stone
gone.
anymore.
Oh.
Yeah, Rage
He
Stone's
does
not a
something
thing
different.
anymore.
yeah, it's not real.
Yeah.
I inspire people now.
Yeah.
Now,
Right.
I will say with Barbarian, I know it changed some in 5th edition, but Barbarian did have a lot of the intense things that Shira has, where, it very much goes along with the intimidation style
Well,
fighting.
that's the thing with like the Blood Hunter stuff. I'm like going through this right now. Where is it? It is one of these.
Couldn't he
Hold
multi?
on, I could,
He
but
could.
there is actually like Blood Hunter stuff that's immediately like. Where is it? I'm fucking looking through this. It's basically like you get a giant bonus to intimidation because people are just afraid of you because of what you are.
Yeah.
Either
Which sounds awesome.
either one of those, I think, is a perfectly viable option for.
Okay.
And the Blood Hunter is not in the handbook, Sparky. It is a. It's
It's a custom class.
It's on the DM's Guild, and it's one that was made by Matt Mercer of Critical Role, also the voice actor of Gangplank from, and many other things. So
And Wolf.
I'll get you the link
And
to
Wolf.
it. The DM's Guild is where people do the thing.
So, Shira, I just got to know now. These potions, are they the kind where you get like a amount of power and you get a shrinky dink because of it? Like, is that?
It's not a shrinky dink.
potions we're talking about.
No, it's not that. It's more of like here. I'll read one for example. Where are these? So there's 3 orders that you can be a part of. You can be like the order of basically like ghosts, where you get all these kind of like spectral abilities at max level. If you're taken to 0 hit points, your spirit gets up back off the ground and keeps fighting.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, I could do that one. The one I'm not interested in at all is basically like you're a fighter mixed with a warlock. And then the third one is Order of the Mutant, which you basically brew formulas to craft mutagens, and the mutagens would be like Cruelty, prerequisite level 11. You can make a single weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns, but the side effect is you have disadvantage on all your saving throws. And that's how all of them are. They're all amazing. Like Night Eye, you gain dark vision for up to 60 feet. If you already have dark vision, this increases by an additional 60 feet. Side effect, you gain sunlight sensitivity during the duration of this. Like, it is a bunch of amazing shit that's just fucking really, really trolly. If I do something wrong or I pick the wrong thing, I fuck myself really, really hard.
So that's naturally the one you're thinking about going for.
Because it'd be the most silly. Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem with any of these options. I agree with you on the not doing the basically warlock one because
Yeah, I
that one's
don't like
also-
that one.
It's also a ton of complicated. That one, I'm not.
Yeah, I'm not interested.
Complicated?
Yeah, looking through this. Hold on. So yeah, I might end up. I can put all that stuff in myself, and I wouldn't have to change up any of the items or anything else. It'd just be moving some things on the sheet, which wouldn't be difficult.
Plus,
I mean,
you could really play that up too.
I know. It looks really interesting, and I just don't want to be like that guy because like I can have fun with a barbarian either way. It doesn't like it's whatever, but this is interesting. And what the
I was about
fuck?
to say, it's what to you is what do you feel is going to be the best identity for you as the player and as the character.
Gotcha. Right. And they're telling me to add my modifiers. That's cute. Thank you, friends.
Don't have nearly as much to
There
worry
won't be
about.
a gunslinger in this campaign, Mr. McCool. I apologize.
I mean, you never know. Someone could die and get replaced with a gunslinger.
I'm gonna be gunslinger if Venrus dies.
Oh,
So
that class is so fun.
Oh.
Hold on.
All right. Well,
What the fuck?
While you're deciding on this, we're going to go on to
Yeah, move on.
Azair.
You're good.
So,
All right.
Let's see. Oath of Vengeance Paladin it is.
Yep.
Oh,
The
baby.
closest I guess I could find, but it's like going like my whole class got Olafed.
I'm not
Kinda.
That sounds
Captain.
wonderful.
I mean, couldn't you call the meteor hammer a heavy weapon and just take the feat that I have and just be awesome?
Oh, I
He
did.
did.
Yeah. No, I took that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I took great weapon master for the human variant, and then resilience.
So he's
So that's that.
Oath of Vengeance Paladin, which kind of one of their big shticks in their mechanic is, let's see, lay on hands off so you can heal. And you went to I'm assuming you went great weapon fighting style?
Yeah.
Where you get to
which is cool.
Reroll
Reroll a 1 or a 2.
when attacking with your melee weapon.
So you can never nat 1 then?
No, you still can.
Damage,
like
not
the way,
attack.
like if you roll a 1 or 2, you get to re-roll, but you have to keep it.
And it's damage, not attack. But no, Divine Smite. He can, when he hits a creature with a
Yeah, that
weapon,
too.
he can blow a paladin spell to deal extra radiant damage. First for basically 1d8 plus an additional d8 for each spell slot he blows. So if he blows a first level spell slot, that's 2d8 additional radiant damage. If he blows, let's see, I don't know what the highest spell slot you can cast is right now.
It's
2.
5. It maxes out at 5d8.
Yeah. But
At
he-
like level 20 or whatever.
Yeah, so he could blow a second level spell slot for an additional 3d8 damage on top of his hit. Boom, goes
Yeah.
the dynamite. Let's see here. So you went strength with the cardio. Hasera's back. No.
Oh yeah.
Resilience. Ooh, I like that one.
So yeah, I still have to like figure out which spells I'm taking.
Okay, and I'm just making sure I understand to the different ways that you can use your channel divinity by being. Let's see here.
Like if I'm pretty sure like the Abjur enemy, what just makes them one creature within 60 feet, they have to make a wisdom saving throw, and then they're frightened.
And
then
fiends and undead
Val-
have disadvantage on the saving throw.
Yeah. Then enmity, one creature within 10 feet.
Oh God.
You gain advantage to attack rolls for 1 minute. But since I'm also going Oath of Vengeance, I also get to take Hunter's Mark.
As a spell.
So that'll be.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I like. Oh God. Oh, Misty Step. Oh, you're gonna like the shit out of Misty Step.
Oh yeah, I get to teleport 30 feet.
It doesn't provoke a free attack.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun later on.
All right.
Yeah, the magic items I'm sure are going to change quite a bit.
Well, all right. So let's start
A
going
little
over.
bit.
Let's start going over your magic items then, since
Yeah.
that's the next step here.
So the magic items that I had were, let's see, are we still keeping any potions, or are those getting?
The potions will just
changed?
get. I mean, what type of potions do you have? Because most of them are.
I
fine.
had potion of cure light wounds and potion of enlarged person. I still had an oil of magic weapon sitting around too.
Let's see here. Those should both be fine. Actually, let me see here. I'm trying to find if there is if they.
I don't know if there's an enlarged.
Enlarge Reduce is now a second level spell. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so the target size doubles in all dimensions and its weight is multiplied by 8. It causes it to grow from medium to large. Until the spell ends, gains advantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. The target's weapons also grow to match its new size. While these weapons are enlarged, the attacks with them deal an extra 1d4 damage.
Oh, what? That's it?
Yeah, it's not that good in this.
This.
Um,
Okay.
Haser is still with the group, so he's not running away to live happily ever after with Magnus as of this moment.
Not yet. We'll see. I can always bring back my ranger or go the bard character.
Wait, did they like fuck yet, or is that still not?
Not yet. I'm saving that in my back pocket for when I really want something.
The thing is, no one really knows how fond they actually are of each other, or if they're just flirting for mutual gain. It's
Yeah.
kind of a,
I mean, I can take one for the team to get a good magical item or something.
That's not the only
Literally
magical item
magical,
you're gonna
alright.
So because
that's not the only rod.
The spell's no longer just like enlarge or reduce person. It's enlarge/reduce. So if you were to take that potion, you have the choice between shrinking or growing.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Use it in some weird situations.
Yeah, you never know if you need to be tiny.
Yeah.
The cure ones just work a little.
That's what Magnus
That
said.
should be the same one.
No,
boy.
the dice are just different. That's all.
Oh my.
Yeah.
No.
But so we can
Even
worry
though
about
Magnus is an orc, for some reason I picture him like Tom
that.
Kench.
Magnus isn't.
That's
Wait,
what
he's not a
What is he?
He's a human.
What is he?
He's a human.
Yeah.
He's
Did you come to
human?
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rob Tug.
Oh my god.
Rob Tug.
Yeah,
Rob
Rob
Tug,
Tug's
that's
the orc.
that's what I was thinking.
Hey,
I hate you so.
Magnus doesn't like orcs. I know that much.
Is he racist?
Maybe.
Oh man.
Maybe.
Who are we working for? What are we doing?
I mean, in a place that actually has races, racism is pretty rampant.
Man, that's a bummer.
Yeah. So then the one that I'm sure is going to be different, the rhino hide that I got.
Let me take.
That was a +2 hide armor.
Yes, I remember the
Yeah.
rhino hide. Let me look at something real quick.
Rhinos just don't exist in 5e. Sorry.
Oh, they do.
Oh, they do.
Wow.
Of course you fucking checked.
It's for my colic, baby.
It's for Michael. What? Wait.
I'm still convinced when Kola killed his dad. Spoiler alert. He was the man who was controlling like the Pathfinder engine, and when he died, Pathfinder left the world.
Maybe.
I didn't tell you,
Oh.
Shock, but he has a war rhinoceros.
Wait. What? When did
Yeah,
he
3
get-
gold.
You bought a
Oh,
war.
Lashak, I don't know if I told you, but Irem has this new bow that kills everything in one hit. So
Oh, awesome! And he also has his own podcast now.
actually, and there's an elephant that I can buy for 200 gold. I see it here right on the sheet. So purchased.
I mean,
Be a really sick elephant.
And we complain about me having turtles. Yeah, let's drag an elephant around. Fuck that.
No, I complain you killing people over the turtles.
Really quick question: what is the turtle status at the moment?
Ollie's with me
single?
and
Single and ready to mingle.
They made a plenty of fish count. They're searching around looking for true love.
Ollie's been with me. Carrie's at home.
Probably killed as a traitor. Let's call it like it is. We should have actually asked about that.
Wait, who, what?
Oh, they were asking about the turtles.
Oh.
'Cause-
Poor turtles.
Ollie's best character.
No.
Debatable.
No,
Debatable.
not really. You need confirmation of it.
If I do end up going Blood Hunter, I think I'm going to switch to longswords, though. Make this fun.
So I'm figuring out how I want Rhino Hide to work in 5e since there's not a direct equivalent. So there's a hide armor, and we can, which is medium.
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 Medium. Medium. Alright.
Did it say 36, right? Is the max HD or creatures I can store in there? In my robe, right?
We went with a size calculation. We can throw it back down again.
So confused. All right.
Instead of a HD calculation, we went by size categories. Like, those were worth a certain number of points that it filled up here. Alright, so here's what we're going to do because of the way that 5e stuff never works here, right? So we're going to say it's still a +2 hide armor. So it gives +2 more to the AC. And the additional 2d6 damage on a charge attack can be done once per long rest.
Shit.
Okay. So then I still have the Challenger's gloves and Quick Runner's shirt.
So Challenger's gloves, I will say that gives you a when you smack someone with it, it gives you advantage on your first attack roll against them.
Okay. And the Quick Runner's shirt.
Let me take a look at that one again.
It would just as a swift action, once per day, you can get an additional move action on that turn.
Let me look at something here. I think there's an equivalent-ish item. I can draw some. Yeah, we'll say that it basically, once per day, it can allow you to make an additional move.
Okay. Alright, and then the bangle with the lead blades enchantment.
Yes. Because lead blades is not the spell in here anymore. Let me find something that I think might be somewhat equivalent. Hassair, this is the same Hassair as of current plan. This is not a new character, it's just Hassair is converting over to being a paladin of the Oath of Vengeance.
Do you get two
Let's see how
attacks,
long
Esther?
Yeah.
Oh, that's my fun.
Yeah. Because those no longer have to be like you can't move to get 2 attacks, just an attack action, you'll get 2. Take an action to attack, 2 attacks.
God, it's so good. I love that.
That sounds amazing.
I can't wait till level 14.
Got a ways to go,
two
buddy.
years from
I have to
now.
wait a while for that.
Yeah.
Just-
Look, I gotta be excited for something down the road, right? You
Why-
guys will
why
love
not?
it too.
Let's start small. Let's go for level 7 first and hope we get there.
That's fine. We'll be fine.
That's a great point.
And
We could easily die as soon as we get out into the waste.
absolutely, no one will die. I mean,
That's why we're teleporting to our
And rock on everyone's
destination.
head, GG.
We are not teleporting. You are crazy.
Yes, we are.
Why not?
You don't
Why
just
would we
get to
not?
make the rules.
Why would we not teleport?
See,
Because
Sarah,
walking's fun.
Do you guys not understand what the wastes are?
do you guys understand we're under a time crunch?
Do you guys not? All right, yeah, but you're talking to people that are fucking from there. Shit doesn't work like normal there. Stuff gets
Hey.
pretty interesting and crazy, and if you're walking around in the desert, you're going to die.
The sand's
Big-
gonna eat you!
Big
Yeah, the
risk,
sand will
big
fuck you up.
reward. No, that's why we teleport to a city, which you guys know.
There aren't cities.
And we go to a boat that you guys know.
they're
That's
constantly
not-
Boats move.
Chira,
Yeah, what?
Chira or Kargan, who wants to answer meta questions about the wastes in Slack that I have questions about?
Why not just ask him here and we'll answer him?
Because
Yeah.
people want to do their character sheets and stuff. I don't want to take up people's time.
Oh, just ask both of us. Fuck. Like,
Not like I
just
fucking care.
open them. Yeah.
I'm currently going through and deciding what I want the Bangle of Lead Blades to do.
No, but you guys did have your own sails, right? Or your own boat?
It gets
unquote.
complicated.
Wait, okay, hold on. All right, so that's my question. I'm looking at potentially purchasing a fleet of horses for the for the party.
Don't.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's what I'm trying to get. So we're not.
So we would
what's the-
rather walk. Okay.
So look.
What's the transport method here?
Here's what currently what you're looking at is getting from Kerato to a place called the Last Oasis, which is
Okay.
the kind of last bastion of normal civilization before entering the wastes, and that's often a place where the sand ships come and pick up, drop off stuff, people, etc., and give select passage to and through the waste on their sand ships.
Got
I
it.
mean, it seems like Kargan or Tira would have been through there at one point, so we could teleport to there.
Exactly.
You could,
But that doesn't get. All right, we could do that, but that doesn't really get us that far.
No, here's the thing. We take the ship, we
Like
kill
3
everyone on the
days.
ship.
What? No.
Wait, were you yelling at me for killing people
Wait,
and you
wait,
want to murder entire
No,
ship?
no, this is crazy Phil talking.
This is crazy Phil talking. This is not
Yeah,
Venris.
crazy indeed. Fucking.
I'm telling you, it's foolproof.
Yep, you're a fool. And you proved it.
Touche.
Fuck, Phil.
Or we go to some sort of cave that's closer. I don't know. That you guys been to once.
I mean, why not save like a couple days travel?
Yeah. They should be easy.
Because tremor worms.
It's so easy.
Are you going to teleport us there?
No, but the girl who teleported us to...
Gabby.
Because we would have to wait a day for her to teleport us, and then what? Leave her behind? Say,
It's
hey,
been a.
please teleport by?
To be fair, it's been a week.
No, we just tell her, hey, you just stay here for a week or so, or you follow us.
We can pick up the new girl. I like this.
Because she did it. She brought us to the festival pretty easily, so why not bring us somewhere in the Great Ways?
She's not an errand woman. Like, come on.
No, but this is to save her best friend or whatever. She would totally do this.
You mean her sister-in-law?
Yeah, her best friend.
Oh, god damn it. It's not.
That's not how that works.
No.
God.
Make a skeleton pirate
She
ship.
would die for her sister, I would think. Or at least risk.
Sister-in-law.
I doubt it.
Shock if you just want to like look through it later on.
Yeah, I'll,
And we can figure that out later.
I'll figure something.
Okay. Because I still have. I remember I had that amulet that gives +1 armor.
Ah, yes. The Amulet of Natural Armor.
Divine Venus the Necro has always been here.
He never went away. He's just doing
He's in
things
hibernation.
a little differently.
Oh, baby.
Oh, baby.
So what's going on? Can I keep on talking about the waste, or...
Keep going.
You're such a piece of shit. I fucking hate you.
Hero, what are your thoughts about teleportation? Yes or
I
no?
mean, I thought it would be pretty cool if we like rolled out on like horses. We had a cart.
Horses don't do too well in sand.
Oh, see, I didn't know how far like the wastes are. Like, what kind of trip is it?
He said it was going to be a 5-day trip-ish, depending.
Okay. I mean, I think if teleportation makes the most sense practically, it is the least amount of fun. We haven't had like.
Hold on. Do you really think Steve would let us just go poof and appear? That's not fucking gonna happen.
Oh no! Like we're gonna get closer to our destination.
That's how we
There's
got to
gonna be
Kyoto.
consequences. That's how we go to plenty of places.
Yeah.
Fucking just walk. God damn it.
Oh,
We haven't had like a neutral fight where it's just like these things are absolutely just trying to kill us and there's no like moral implications in a while. Like, where's the pack of wolves?
We never had that. No, we started murdering pirates right away, so it was great. No, we murdered soldiers before that.
We
What
murdered nobility.
No, I
And then-
remember I threw that dagger in that guy's neck.
Yep. You totally did do that as well.
Yep.
And then you guys totally crushed somebody with your warhammer. Cargo.
No, I what?
True.
Oh yeah. I didn't do any killing in that. Wait, no, I killed one of the guards when we stormed the inn.
I mean, I guess if we really want to travel, I can always cast Gentle Repose on her, but apparently you guys are against me casting Necromancy at all. Fear her. So whatever.
Anywho, all right.
Lamalia was first blood, pretty much. Got that 400.
We're gonna
Oh.
say that still gives you just a +1 to your armor class.
There.
Then the last
Here's-
thing was that staff that would either cast shield or magic missile.
Ah, yes, the magic staff.
How do we feel about changing, or at least resetting kill counts and damage counts?
I'm going to change it for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Or very least an asterisk pre 5
Yeah.
post.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm in
I don't
second
know.
place
I've
then.
been keeping track.
I'm going to become a whole new level of useful in terms of damage.
I'd just say reset it entirely.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah.
going to reset it.
Well, it's still like keep it for posterity, but
Oh, yeah.
that actually feel that'd be a really cool thing to add to the episode descriptions.
Oh,
Or
this
you-
is amazing.
Just
or
like
even have like a
full-
tab.
The
it's
problem
full-
is so that people who haven't seen the episode have to be careful of spoilers because they might know a fight's happening. And a tense political situation?
Well, think about the use case for the user, right? So it's WYSIWYG text. It's from start to finish all the way down. So in a podcast description, if you're
the
going
most
off
closest thing to it, Haber, is I'm just modding it into Wand of Magic Missiles because that just works the easiest.
Okay.
iTunes or one of the Android-based ones, you only really ever see the top text anyway. So that's where your basic episode description is going to be, and then everything below it is going to be not immediately visible. But even then, you can kind of argue that the description in and of itself is a bit of a spoiler.
Well, I can just do previous damage, and then I can just update it 1 week past.
Yeah, that's fine. Or
that might be better.
Damage to date or something.
We can even just have a tab on the RPG page or whatever, the website.
That's all the
like
magic
stats.
items.
Okay. Any other questions you have in regard to your character, or questions other people have in regards to Haser's character?
So why Paladin over, I guess, what you were before?
Well, he was.
Because War Priest wasn't a thing.
War Priest was one of
Well,
the
this is
hybrid
the-
classes.
Yeah, this is the best fit.
Is Cleric of Battle Domain?
Cleric of Battle Domain's more it makes making
still,
everybody else in some ways
Oh,
stronger.
okay.
Whereas-
Okay, so it's like a bard, sort of, but more of a priest bard.
Yes.
Right, this is the
Yeah,
closest I can
to
do
Healy.
to still being
Okay.
a holy person that just wants to kick the shit out of everyone.
Which,
That's
yeah,
fair enough.
That's exactly what this is. The
Yeah.
Paladin Oath of Vengeance is I'm gonna kick the shit out of all the things that I don't agree with.
Yeah, I may end up changing out that armor
Mm-hmm.
just because the armor that it gave before versus now.
Well, our armor class is different in a lot because
Yeah.
the attack bonus to armor ratios are completely different now.
So, I mean, if I had an AC of 15 now with that hide armor versus I guess 16.
Mhm.
What is in Pathfinder that was a 22.
Well, that was hide armor +2 would have given you 6 from the 10. So that was
Right.
that was with all your buffs and stuff too. You didn't have a base.
No, that was base 22.
How did you have a base 22 armor class? That doesn't make sense.
Plus the dex modifier, plus the 1 for the amulet, plus
So
the 1 for dodge. I think there was another one from a feat or something.
That's so ridiculous.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit to keep track of in that.
So fucking
yes,
stupid.
And that's part of the reason I said that
Love
this is the armor. You can't compare the two just because one's different by say 7 when the attack
Right, but I mean, if
modifiers
I'm-
are different too.
Thinking of doing that, or maybe doing plate mail or some other heavy armor.
So my question is, now that he's a paladin, let's say Haser does something that, let's say, his god doesn't really agree of Garako. Will his powers get taken away?
Not
Yeah.
instantly.
Not instantly.
Or if he's fallen?
It's
Yeah, that's another thing you can do, and then I can summon undead.
And then we've come full circle, and fucking Fenris and Haser become best friends.
Arguably, is one of the stronger oaths that technically you can get into, the Fallen.
Oh god.
Become an anti-paladin.
You shut
Well,
your
Shock's
whore
favorite
mouth.
thing.
Oh
my
my god. We're not gonna. Oh.
It's funny. I was going to play.
If there's a legitimate role play thing that causes him to actually fall from quote unquote grace, then that's cool if it's done right. But just I'm gonna start acting evil to get bonuses, then
Yeah,
then you're just a piece of shit.
with the whole thing with Oath of Vengeance, it's a little bit more lax on morals. As long as you're doing your job and killing stuff.
An anti-paladin's basically a Death Knight twist chat.
no, an anti-paladin's a piece of shit. Moving on.
It's
Haber
it's just
is
the
not
opposite of a paladin.
Haser is oh my god. Haser is not a piece of shit. So
No, he's a good guy.
We'll see. Mott actually, the character Mott Gnorum almost became an anti-paladin because he literally, without me even realizing I was doing it, I went full Arthas. Like, we went into
Killing
a
children.
marketplace.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't kill any children. I killed people who were infected because I thought it was the better thing for them, and they refused to submit.
Hey, Mod, guess whose character tried to talk you out of that?
Literally, Strathholm. Like,
Yeah, it was.
Arthur's on his way to become a Death Knight.
All right, so then, then we'll move on to Lumalia, who is converting from a Slayer to
Rogue assassin.
Oh boy, that fits her perfectly.
Same fucking goddamn thing.
Pretty much. Nothing's changed for nothing's really changed that much.
You get more backstats, right, in this system?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Kind of.
You can get one sneak attack per turn, but
Yeah.
it can.
Oh, that's a lot still.
But it can multiply with crit, from my understanding. I'm gonna double check all. Yeah. So if he crits as an assassin, it's a lot of damage.
Yeah, because also it's every 2 levels I get an extra d6. So if we ever get to level 20 for whatever godforsaken reason, it's 10d6 for sneak attacks.
If we get to level 20, I get to sprout wings and fly.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh god, that's terrifying.
He gets like these glowing angel wings and flies and smites
It
the
kind of
shit
makes
out of
me
people.
also just want to be a fallen paladin too, because their thing at level 20 is fucking awesome. Wait, no, never mind. That is mine at
2 questions though.
Because I had a 30-foot radius, what is it, emanate a 30-foot radius of what is it?
Actually, 3 questions.
Aura of Menace.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Okay, so things to know real quick for answering questions about the rogue assassin. All right, these big things here. One of them, assassinate, is one of the biggest things because if he has advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat yet. In addition, any hit you score against a creature that is surprised is an automatic critical hit. So if he's jumping someone that doesn't know it's coming, he's gonna fuck their world up.
That's why I added inspiration dice to that as well.
So your questions.
Uncanny dodge. How often can I use that?
Uncanny dodge.
I feel like Venrus rolling crits in his little foretelling thing is going to result in us getting just a lot of Lumalia insta kills.
Oh no! Depending on how she RPs versus me, I might never do anything with her.
Yeah, don't forget you're still in debt to me, pretty much.
Oh no, that's why I've been at large increasing EU.
Right.
I pay my debts very slowly.
Right.
Fuck, I'm gonna have to change up my stat allocation.
Let's see. Certain ability spell situations allow you to take a special action called a reaction. A reaction is an instant response to a trigger of some kind, which can occur on your turn or on someone else's. The opportunity attack is the most common type of reaction. When you take a reaction, you can't take another one until the start of your next turn.
So it's once per turn.
Yes.
Cool.
And it means you can't do any other reactions, including attacks of opportunity.
Sure, that's fine. What was the other 2? I get a gaming set. What? For whatever fucking because
get a DS.
Yeah.
Because you took background soldier.
Correct. What attribute are we gonna give that? In terms of because it's technically a tool.
What gaming set is it?
Poker.
Poker? Then we're gonna say charisma.
Woo! I still have a bonus for that. And then magic item, short sword, the magic Raxon's short sword.
Yes.
Ooh, I actually want to hear how this works.
You still don't know all the ways that works.
I don't fucking know.
That's high end shit that hasn't revealed all of its powers to you yet.
Okay, so it's just a short sword for all intents and purposes.
For right now, yes.
I want my spear back.
It was
Oh,
never.
you're-
It's not yours anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
It was
Dual
never.
It might be now.
It was never
I-
your spear to start with.
Uh,
Anyways,
Dual wielding.
yes. While dual wielding, basically, you can attack with the offhand weapon as a bonus action.
Okay, I just don't get to add.
The stat to the damage, to the
Right,
second attack.
okay.
Yes. Boy, yeah.
I mean, the only other thing I have is military rank, and that kind of doesn't really work too much right now because,
it works within the Hawks.
yeah,
So that military.
if there's anyone around.
And technically, it kind of works in the rebels at the moment.
I wasn't sure if we were going to give that or not.
Well, the Hawks are part of the rebels,
Yes.
so
Yeah,
that's why.
they recruited Yurig to help train everyone. You know,
I would say
the
they're
dick.
like the military task force of the rebels. Right?
Was I higher ranked than Yurig, or was he above me?
He was same rank as your father.
Right. In the Hawks, he was the same rank as your father.
Okay, so he's above me.
Yeah.
I just want my free horses.
Sparky,
Or
there
one.
is no mods involved with 2-weapon fighting in 5th edition. Just simply, if you are using 2 weapons, you can attack with the extra weapon as your bonus action, and you just don't add your stat, strength or dexterity, to the the damage of the extra attack.
Oh, we lost this air. Cunning action. How does hiding work? I'm just curious. Because it says bonus action on each of my turns in combat for cunning action, but I can only use it to dash, disengage, or hide. I'm assuming I just go jump in a barrel and then roll a stealth check, or
Well, let's see here. That's actually highlighted in the different options that one can take in combat. So, give me a second.
I was lazy and didn't feel like looking.
You might as well go over everything you can do as action for here. I'm
You know
going to
what?
let everyone know who hasn't read.
That's a good question. All right, so actions in combat. So basically,
Yeah.
in combat, you get a action, a move, and a bonus action. Plain and simple. Not actions include attack, which is if you have extra attacks, you get them when you're doing an attack action. Casting a spell, which is pretty self-explanatory. Dash, you can take an action to dash where you gain extra movement for your current turn. You basically then, when you move double your move. Disengage, if you take the disengage action, then your movement will not provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of the turn. Dodge, when you take the dodge action, you're entirely focused on avoiding attacks, and any attack roll against you has disadvantage. Help, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Can I ask a question then?
Yes.
So I have extra attack. You said that I can only take, or that I take extra attack on my attack action.
Yeah.
So I can't cast Hunter's Mark as a spell and then attack.
Have you read the casting?
Or sorry,
time?
Hunter's Mark is a bad example because that is a bonus action.
Correct.
Yeah.
Certain spells.
Cure wounds. I can't cast Cure Wounds and then attack
No.
using it as my extra attack.
No, because it's not an extra attack. When you gain extra attack, it allows you to attack twice in an attack action.
Okay.
It doesn't give you an extra action to divide.
Okay.
It just simply means when you attack twice.
Unless I want Brahm to attack, then
Correct.
he can use my extra attack. Okay.
So yeah, then help is helping someone else. Hide. When you take the hide action, you make a dexterity stealth check and attempt to hide. It's literally attempting to hide.
Cool, so I can just and I'm hidden.
If you have something to hide behind,
Sure.
you can't just go, you can't see me.
I
mean,
hide behind a
can I?
center.
Wait, why can't you? That sounds great.
Because I can
Yeah,
see
I
you.
don't get to turn invisible anymore.
Oh no.
No.
I'm making a character choice right now. I am changing my favorite enemies to beasts. and undead.
Yeah.
No, because like I was looking at my old character sheet, and that's what I had originally, and like nothing about that should have changed.
Okay.
Except for the fact that I get a new one. So rather than doing humans, which I feel like is kind of the cop-out answer, I'm going to do it against undead because Hiram would have more of a reason to hate undead than he would other people.
Oh yeah, companions work different in this one because, well, that's just kind of the way it's designed to do. That's 5e does not currently have an Eastern flavor that the Pathfinder created. They may do something with that in the future, or something that can be homebrewed. But this is very much set for like in the D&D Faerun type world.
Do they have a feat where I can like do extra math on top of all of my attacks just to complicate everything?
God damn it!
Yeah, God damn it!
I knew somebody was going to bring that up. It looks like
You're such an asshole.
I love that feat just because of how absurd and dumb it is.
Let's do math while we're playing games, guys. Sounds good.
I mean, more math. Or in the words of Matt Mercer, I'm glad that they put out a rule set for the physics majors.
Yep.
So, okay. So those are the different types of actions that you can take in combat. Plain and simple. And otherwise, then there's movement and anything that is a bonus action.
Yup.
And of course, if you come up with some random thing that you want to try and do, then of course, like you like I want to swing from the chandelier or some whatever. Then we'll figure it out as we go.
Yep. I think I'm good. Otherwise, you can double check if you want, but
I've been looking at your character the entire time.
I just get more ability level ups than everybody else. I think.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think you do.
I get 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 8, 10, 12, 16, 19 in terms of ability score increases.
How does passive perception work?
Oh, you do get one at 10. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's right.
Hold on a second. I have to look at something.
Right there.
Yeah,
I
8,
think that's
10.
the right one.
So everybody else, you get one more ability score increase than everyone else.
What the fuck?
Wait, why is that?
No, I get
Rogues.
2 more.
No.
19 and 10.
Everyone.
Because you get it at 22.
No, everyone gets it at 19, not 10.
Is it at 19 instead? Okay,
Yeah,
I thought it
it's
was
at
at 20.
20.
I get one more.
Yeah.
I don't have anything on 10.
You get an additional one at 10. That is the rogue's special level 10 ability, is they gain an additional ability point, additional ability score increase.
Woo! Definitely useful, but not that flavorful.
I mean, he can swap it out for feet. I think that's
if I
what's
really
part of
want
what's-
to.
Yeah, you get some sweet feats with that.
Sweet feet.
It's also, I think, meant to add into the idea of that the rogue being very like flexible and jack of all trades ish.
And I think it's also just so you have something at every level too.
Yeah. Right then, yeah. So and remember, no ability score can increase past 20.
Right.
Naturally.
Unless you're a barbarian at level fucking 16.
That's not naturally. That's just a barbarian.
That's just a mean man being mad. Which sounds silly. Alright, I do really like some of these fucking, some of these curses. Just like, when an enemy casts a spell at you within 30 feet, rend it from the air. They have disadvantage on the roll. If I amplify it and take damage for it, the DC is equal to 10 plus the spell level. And on success, the creature spell automatically misses you. I love it.
All right. So, what other questions do we have in regards to this here's conversion, or how,
I'm good.
or how people's abilities work, or how any mechanics work?
I forgot. I have 2 wrist sheaths that daggers are loaded into. I didn't see that on the item list.
You still have them. That's fine.
What are they? Just so like I can know when to use them. Are we still gonna do like?
You can draw them from your wrist sheaths as a bonus action.
Okay. I will try to abuse that as much as possible. I'll stabbing people in the neck.
Projecting them out does not account as an attack. It doesn't project them
It
out
worked
that strongly.
once. It worked once.
No,
All right.
you dragged out and then stabbed. Who's going to be the healer? Oh, that's cute. No.
What's a healer?
Multi-purpose utility bard here for service, yes.
How does passive perception work?
So passive perception investigate, right? So how these work is, say I have set that there is something in the room that you would require a certain perception to notice. What the passive versions of these do is I would just point out and say, hear 'em, because your passive perception of 18, you're basically walking around as if you had rolled an 18 on perception at all times.
Got it.
Versus if you are actively looking for something, you would roll your perception check.
Got it.
It adds some easy flavor too. It skips some rolls, so you can walk into a room as opposed to perceiving something. It's like, oh yeah, here, by the way, you see this.
So this way, I
Cool.
don't have to be like constantly like, everyone make a perception check because you weren't actively perceiving. I now just can go off of your passive perceptions and don't have to tell you, and then you don't get instantly paranoid.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I actually like this a lot better. I feel like I have a much better grasp of
There's
this
less
system.
there's less stuff you have to I can mind all the time.
Yeah.
There was never a designated healer.
No.
Like,
I mean, I
Um,
did it once in a while.
I can throw out some serious heals.
actually, I think multiple people are capable of healing, and then
I
there's
could
potions.
take
Poison.
I could take if I am going Blood Hunter, I could take a blood maledict called Blood Curse of Transfusion, where I can do damage to myself and then heal you.
I could also
Wait, are you sharing needles?
Maybe.
And we'll talk poisons offline, I'm assuming, because that's going to be interesting.
I haven't even looked at those, but I can do that now.
I've looked, and it's a lot of homebrew for the most part. There's a couple in the DMG, but there's not a lot, and a lot of it was going to require like actually finding creatures that are poisonous.
I mean, that's kind of
Like
cool.
the aboleth?
Well,
Yeah.
I can track those creatures for you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
What's my spell casting modifier?
Wisdom.
If you actually just look at your character sheet,
Oh, spell casting ability. Got it.
because I do believe it is based off of your
Because
wisdom.
it makes the most sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Please never have me roll a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Malia.
What's your strength at?
9.
Oh yeah, so that's something that's important to point out for everyone.
Okay.
Saving throws, instead of having like the fortitude, reflex, and will, certain abilities target saving throws from different stats, and it's now just a strength saving throw or a dexterity saving throw or con or blah blah blah, and each class is proficient in different saving throws, so they have their proficiency bonus to them. But the character sheet already did that for you.
Yeah. No, my 8's in strength because with finesse weapons, it's dex based. So.
Oh, well, yes, Sparky, class rolls are more pronounced, and so clerics can heal like nobody's business if the party had a cleric. The paladin can do some like a little bit of healing. That's just the thing. Fighters and barbarians are much more defined in their roles. Like Lumalia, for example, as a rogue now, is so much better at just sneaking up and stabbing someone, and outside of that, it gets a little hairy.
Hey, I can talk to people now because I don't have shit wisdom and charisma.
So when I say that the class roles are more pronounced, it's because there's less overlap in the same gigantic fashion. Other classes can heal, but not nearly on the level that the cleric can.
Like, look at me persuade. Oh, geez, never mind.
And cut to next Tuesday.
That +1 modifier.
How is there like a certain order in which you have to do, I guess, abilities or like take bonus actions? I guess I should be more specific.
Yeah, a bonus action can be taken at any time in your turn. You just only get one.
Okay, so if it was my turn, I could move my full distance, hunters mark somebody, and then fire at them twice.
Absolutely.
Cool. And I have to go back and read it. I'm going to answer my own question.
Oh, what's EP? It's in between silver and gold. Is it emerald?
I believe it's Electrum.
Oh yeah, Electrum.
Oh yeah.
They made up another currency to fill the gap to make make gold and such forth. We're just gonna keep on keeping on.
I
Yeah,
would say we
figured
should
that.
house roll that.
Ignore that. Is what I'm hearing.
We're
What's
just gonna keep on keeping on.
Okay.
Oh, I have proficiency with vehicles land.
Yeah, like carriages,
So you can
Shit about those horses.
wagons.
Like the horses don't fall under that then.
So
No,
for
that's
these
a ride check.
For these
Or-
like class charts,
that's-
what do the proficiency bonuses like? It says +2 up to a certain number of levels, and +3, then +4. It's just like
That's-
once we hit that next tier, that's
What it becomes.
amount of
It changes.
Yep.
To
oh okay.
yeah.
So it changes like every tier of a couple levels
Yeah.
or so.
You want to see something really cool, Chira? In
Sure.
your character sheet, change your level, and the proficiency bonus automatically changes.
I figure it would.
Yeah.
I just
Is there
haven't. fucked
Is
around with
there
that
any
too
way
much.
to make Brahm's character sheet linked to my stuff in the appropriate way?
What do
Or
you
will
mean?
I have to remember to go back? Like, so he gets my proficiency bonus.
It's already in there.
But I mean, if I level up, when I level up, will it automatically, or will I have to remember
you'll
to
just
go
have to
back
go
and-
in and level him up too.
Okay, so Brahm's all set then.
Yep.
Let's see what kind of damage he can do.
2d4 plus 5 on a bite.
Ooh.
Also,
Can I use extra attack for him? So, like, if I have him move, and then can I have him attack twice? Or is extra attack only my benefit?
extra attack is only your benefit because if you actually notice at 11th level Bestial Fury, he gets 2 attacks when you command him to attack with the attack action.
Okay. Ooh. Could I get multiple beasts?
Not I'm aware of.
I'm just looking at pack tactics.
Oh, Pack Tactics works for any other creature that's next to it.
Oh.
You could in theory you could animal handling tame other ones, but they wouldn't be a companion that gets the bonus, everything else.
I could have like a little squirrel who rides on top of Brahm and automatically triggers pack tactics.
That's no. No. You're, so when are the airships coming in?
That's my next logical question. What about readying an action? Is the mechanic still the same as that?
If that would be just using an action essentially. Like if you were that your action would then be preparing to do this on that moment.
But I could tell Brahm as my extra attack to ready an attack in defense of me should something come up.
The readying an action is an action. Extra
Got it.
attack doesn't give you extra actions.
Got it.
It just means you attack twice while taking attack as an action.
Sweet deal. All right, I'm pumped.
Yup. Who's ready?
All right, we still got like 20 minutes. Let's start a session. Let's just have a fight right now.
Dude, no.
I'm so not ready for that.
I just want to talk to Magnus. That's all I want.
My friends!
I don't know why I thought he was an orc.
Because I don't know, because you're...
Because you're blind.
Well, we still have to go over
You're a
few
blind
others,
ranger.
right?
What's that?
I wish that Sarah's here because he had some questions about spell casting.
Yeah, he just kind of left without saying anything.
It's
But-
because Rob Tug was an orc. Mod.
The last thing I
Yeah.
think we really had on our list was deciding any house rules that we think we should implement.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything else really, though.
How do crits work in 5th edition?
You hit a 20, you hit a 20.
Yep.
Yep.
No confirmation.
No
So-
confirmation.
Where it
Rangers
says
don't change
where it
at
says
all.
where it says on my weapons next to type, it says crit, and then what do I put in there?
You don't have to put
another
anything,
damage die.
unless there's some
Okay,
sort
so
of...
another 1d.
Well, isn't it just like your damage die again?
It's a good question. I don't know.
Because it doesn't roll for
what you do is you then, like, you see how he rolled his longbow +1. You click on the longbow where it says longbow, and then it does the damage.
Oh, well, I can't click. Oh, I just tried to click that. Hold on.
Because it
Because
wasn't.
it's his.
Yeah. So like.
So it does that, and then it does that. Oh.
I'm trying to roll a crit, so if that's super annoying.
Oh,
There
yeah,
it is.
Hey, Lamau.
All right.
Yep.
Plus-
It automatically.
Okay, there it goes. So we are doing another die. We're not going to do just double damage.
It's because it doesn't double the modifier of your stat, just the dice damage.
Got it. All right, so that makes the most sense.
So we don't want to put anything in the crit area then, correct?
Is there any specific
No, you
modifier
do.
for strength
do.
and
Okay.
weapon?
Yes.
So 1.5 or is it 1?
What?
The strength modifier for melee weapons, for two-handed melee weapons, is it still...
It is not different. It's just strength modifier.
It is not different.
Okay.
It's not strength and a half. It's just strength.
Okay. Eh.
Okay. My net that I still have from the Swahagan, what mechanic does that apply?
It's an attack.
I did it as like a weapon with no damage. But does successfully hitting apply anything?
It's essentially attempts to grapple them.
How does that is it a saving throw that they have to perform?
Well, when you want to grab a creature or wrestle with it, you can use a grapple. The target of your grapple must be no more than one size larger than you and must be within your reach. Yada yada. You normally do it by doing a strength athletics athletics check contested by their strength athletics or dexterity acrobatics check to avoid it. So with this, I would say it would be like more or less a if ranged attack, but do they have rules for nets in here? I would say it'd just be like a grapple, but
okay. I mean, we can figure that out on the fly.
It's a grapple with dexterity on the instead of
I'll just roll it when I want to use it, and then we can figure out what the Okay.
I think that's it. I've got nothing.
Yes, Sparky. Actually, the different spells have different saving throws. Like some will require a wisdom saving throw, some will be a charisma, some will be strength. Yeah, it depends on what the spell or ability.
And if you ever watch Critical Role, there's a lot of wisdom saving throws. So
and charisma.
All right,
and charisma.
Good news is I'm proficient in wisdom saving throws.
I am not.
My
I'm not.
God, Santana, you ready to go to LA?
LA. I'm going to Chicago. What are you talking about?
Oh, you don't want to go to finals?
Quarterfinals are in Chicago. I'm just gonna make that trip.
Actually, I'll probably go to semis, and then we'll have the new blood.
And Sparky, Crit Juice uses 4th edition, and instead of having saving throws, they all have a static defense.
Didn't they just switch to 5e though?
They did, but they haven't recorded any new shows.
Right. But all of the old creatures things. So in 4th edition, instead of having a defensive roll, you had a defensive static number that you just rolled against. So you had a fortitude defense, a reflex defense, and a will defense. In 5th edition, when someone does something, you you make a defensive roll, like a wisdom saving throw roll, versus the spell making an attack on it.
Okay, let's see here.
Okay.
So no house rules then?
I'm trying. I mean, what house rules are you looking for?
You want?
Like?
Oh, none. I don't want any house rules.
Oh, how many feats?
Well, that was just brought up in the list that you said. So.
Combo attacks.
Well, I mean, people have like some thoughts because I know how you feel about the whole saving throw on spellcasting stuff.
Yeah, but that's if we're not. I want spellcasters to know.
There's not a hard rule on that. The ruling
my
doesn't
only
even
house.
say.
Oh, all right.
My only house rule would be how to shoehorn me picking this class.
How to shoehorn it?
Yeah, because like you have to like fucking imbibe fucking potions and shit at like to like become a member of this fucking class. We can just say whatever. I don't care. How many feats do we get at 6? Just one?
You don't.
Or
No. You don't
It's
get
not auto.
feats.
yeah,
auto.
no, it.
No.
Wait, what?
You can choose to replace getting an ability score increase for a feat.
Yeah, so you can either bump something up by 1.
No.
One.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
1 and 1.
At 4th or 2 to 1, you can put 2 into 1 stat.
Oh, okay.
At 4th level, you gain an ability score increase, either 2 to 1 stat or 1 to 2, or you can swap that out to get a feat.
And some of the feats give you an ability.
Give you a stat. Yeah, I know that.
All right. Well, I think just because in 5th edition there's a lot of concentration spells, I think a spellcaster should know if a spell has failed or not.
It's going to depend upon the individual spell.
Like, especially like Zone of Truth. Like, that spell's pretty much worthless if you can't tell if someone passed or failed.
Like, well, it's not useless. It's just it has counterplay. If you could tell that it failed, then... Anyways, that means they're still going to have to bluff and get past an insight. But it's going to depend upon the spell. Some spells have visible or noticeable immediate effects, and other ones don't.
Oh, no, but I'm saying, like, let's say if you cast, like, some enchantment that requires a concentration spell, and you can't see any visible effects, per se, then you want to cast... So you need to know if that concentration is still there or not.
Give me a spell example.
I can go through any enchantment, and it requires a concentration.
Right. I just want an example of which ones you're talking about, because some of them... Are you talking about, like, Dominate Person, for example?
Well, maybe that, any other enchantments or stuff that doesn't...
If it's something like Dominate Person where you're taking mental control of them, yes, you would be aware if you succeeded or failed.
But like protection from enemy. Wait, that's not a good example.
Again,
It's a terrible example.
It's gonna come down to the individual spell and how I feel it functions, rather than being like an all-escaping rule there for knowing whether or not they succeed or fail.
I'm just saying, just from like
polymorph, you would know.
I'm just saying from a combat side, like you want to quote unquote know before you cast another concentration spell,
Right? And
so you don't lose it.
Right, and again, saying that's going to depend entirely upon how the spell actually functions.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
I'm gonna run, you guys.
I forgot is actually really good in this.
I'm gonna head out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Nothing else? Then I conclude this conversion complete when I send Hasser whatever the change for his lead blade item.
Yup.
All right. Well then, ladies and germs, I'm gonna kill the stream. Y'all have yourself a good night now.
I was gonna miss the stream show.
All right, peace. I got a bunch of stuff to do on my own now.
Yep.
Actually, do we ever get more proficiencies ever, or we just get the 2?